My name is Mae-Ling Lokko, and I'm an architectural scientist, designer, artist. I began by working with coconut husk, which is waste from agriculture, and I started looking at ways to transform them and transform their value into new materials. And since then, I've worked with a whole range of natural fibers, natural glues, and trying to understand how we might be able to live more responsibly as part of society, as part of a wider ecology, through our responsible use of materials. The methods that we use in architecture are very much inspired by and come from the design field. So it's all about finding solutions. And sometimes that can be very one-sided, it's very technocratic. And I think art has been a place where we really think about asking the right questions and also trying to capture in as many ways as possible how we feel about the now. And that aspect of processing, sedimenting, reflecting, and also putting out something in the real world, something that's incredibly personal, I think is a methodology the architecture needs so much more of. I think I came here with a very specific project in mind, but it's called Domestic World Making by the Enslaved, and it looks at all of the innovations and inventions by the enslaved and their descendants, how they created their own worlds, despite moving from home to very, very challenging contexts where they were severed from their families and any security. But being here, I think I sort of opened it up a bit because I think Senegal, we've done a lot of field trips throughout the country, has such rich traditions of making, of building. I've sort of been working with cotton as well as natural dyes, and that's been really exciting. It's also very synergistic with the work I'm beginning to do now at Yale. So I was super interested to see how people actually process indigo. I'd been working at Black Rock with this fantastic indigo dyer and textile craftswoman called Sebatu. But what was really interesting to me is that there has been a long-standing tradition of using fixants to help glue the dyes to the fabric. The magic is also in the fabric that really affects how color appears, how it fades over time. And she has experimented. She's the only person in her family who's experimenting. She walks along the beach and collects algae, dries them, and that's the fixant. And when that doesn't work, she's looking out at the sea and thinking, okay, what else is in the sea? Because the algae is still green. And she goes to get sea salt, and that works fantastic. And that's what we dyed with. And so I think she, in her own right, is a scientist, and understanding how she sort of understood her ecology, the coastal. She works with honey as well as a fixant, stuff that comes out of the home. I think that's where a lot of the technologies for using natural dyes is really going to be, going to come from and is made more accessible. These are chemicals, these are materials that are available in our normal lives. So we went to Jolor and Simal, where we met a fantastic textile craftsperson. So I wanted to work with the raw form of the cotton, and it's so much more flexible as something to draw with. So I've been, thinking about how to draw. Yeah, I've been doing a number of dyeing experiments with indigo dye and laterite, the soil itself as a dye, combining the two, everything from how time might change the color to how mixing and the fixants might change the color. In some ways, it's sort of been more of a lab experiment, the natural dye. This residency has sort of reignited something that I used to very much think of myself as before I, went to college and stuff. It's been an absolute, restorative period. So, yeah, I'm gonna miss it.